Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. It is my pleasure to be invited to speak with each and every one of you. And to all the young people who are listening to me, I want to congratulate you. Why do I want to congratulate you? I want to congratulate you because you have the opportunity to receive proven insight and knowledge that has the capacity to accelerate your journey towards financial freedom. It is my greatest desire that from every single thing you will learn from each and every one of the speakers invited, you will put into practice and you will have the chance to create financial abundance for yourself, for your loved ones, and for the society at large. I will be speaking on financial hacks that the Generation Z can use to accelerate their wealth. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Olufukeji Ejimi Adegbeye. I am a chartered wealth manager. I am an ex-bank trader. I'm popularly called Africa's #1 Forex coach, and I'm the founder of the Profitable Investor Network. What I do is I teach people the mindset and the methods that millionaire investors use to acquire, preserve, and grow their wealth. And specifically, this very day, I want you to get your journals and take down notes. As I speak, if any question comes to your mind, I want you to write it down for the question and answer session. And if you follow me on any of my social media channels, you can also equally ask your questions, and I'll get around to answering them much later if I don't answer your questions during this particular session. Well, I can imagine that being in tertiary institution as an undergraduate, as a fresh graduate, as a postgraduate student, you are really eager to approach and attack life and to make the most. One of the gifts of being young is optimism and enthusiasm. But you will require certain amounts of knowledge to turn your desires and your aspirations into reality. Let me start off by defining what financial freedom means to me. And as the name implies, a clinic is where you go to ascertain that you are healthy, whether or not you feel sick. You go for checkups just to be sure that your body is functioning properly. A clinic is also where you go if you have injury, a sudden accident, unplanned, that puts your health and life at risk, or if you have sickness, disease in your body. So if this is a financial fitness clinic, you are here to ascertain whether you are financially healthy, whether the state of your finances is enviable and functioning properly. And in case you have suffered some form of financial injury or the other, maybe you are in debt, you are owing, or maybe you are constantly behind on your bills, or maybe you just can't make ends meet. Or maybe you have a chronic financial challenge. You find out that you are unable to maximize the resources at your disposal. So that is what this clinic aims to address. So let's start by defining some basic concepts. Who would I call a person that is financially healthy? Or what would I define financial freedom as? To me, financial freedom is the ability to afford whatever you desire in the quantity that you desire it or require it, as at when you desire or require it, and still retain the time, the energy, and the peace of mind to enjoy doing so. It's the ability to afford whatever you desire or require in the quantity that you desire or require it, as at when you desire or require it, and still retain the time, the energy, and the peace of mind to enjoy doing so. I also define it as the ability to afford to do whatever matters most to you with whoever matters most to you. I believe that financial freedom is a right for any human being, and at some point in your life, you should be able to attain to this enviable state. Now, to achieve financial freedom, it will require 3 basic components. Number 1, you will need financial intelligence. Financial intelligence. You cannot be financially free ever in your life if you do not have some level of financial intelligence. Financial intelligence implies that you know what to do to improve your finances. And apart from financial intelligence, you also need financial planning. Intelligence tells you the general body of knowledge required to achieve your financial goals. But financial planning customizes the knowledge that you have. For some of you, you already know what to do. The challenge is you don't believe or you don't know how to customize what you know and make it relevant and applicable in your own unique context. Some of you read books by foreign authors. Some of you watch finance shows by foreign presenters. And maybe the context is not relevant or applicable to your unique situation. So you need to plan. Planning is what customizes your financial intelligence and makes it relevant to you. And then, aside from financial intelligence, knowing what to do, financial planning, sequentially arranging what to do, what you now know, and making it relevant to your unique situation, you also require financial discipline. Financial discipline. And what is financial discipline? It is simply the ability to stick to your financial plan regardless of the outcome. What do I mean by that? Some people set financial goals and then they know what they want to do to achieve those goals. They have a plan. But when they start executing their plan, if they achieve success and maybe they start making some extra hundreds of thousands or millions of naira, you suddenly see them maybe totally spend what they make. They are allowing the positive feedback, the success of their plan, to make them indisciplined. So financial discipline is the ability to stick to your financial plan regardless of the outcome, whether the outcome is pleasant or the outcome is unpleasant. Meaning, if you meet challenges in the course of executing your financial plan, you ask yourself, do I need more knowledge to overcome this new challenge? Or you ask yourself, do I simply need to apply this plan for longer to allow time to help me achieve my financial goals? So never forget, if you will achieve financial freedom, then you need financial intelligence, you need financial planning, and you need financial discipline. This is so important. Now, having defined financial freedom, there are a number of components that make up financial freedom. And it is important to understand this saying. Please listen. Money goes when you buy, comes when you sell, and grows when you invest. I'll say that again. Money goes when you buy, comes when you sell, and grows when you invest. To grow rich, sell more than you buy, and invest more than you buy. A poor person is someone who simply buys way more than he sells. Is someone whose expenditure greatly exceeds his income. The day I figured this out, it changed my financial life forever. Anytime I make a purchase, money leaves me and goes to the person I am buying from. So if I want money to come to me, I have to find something to sell. Young people, listen to me. Find something to sell. This is so important. Another thing I would like to touch on is financial literacy. How does financial literacy come? And how do you know if you are financially literate? Well, I have 5 things that I use to measure the quality of my financial literacy at any point in time. Number 1, a financially literate person is someone who knows how to earn more. A financially literate person is someone who knows how to earn more. You must always be thinking, how can I earn more? How can I earn more? I remember when I was in school as an undergraduate, one of the things I decided to do was to study the lives of the wealthy. I found out that wealthy people are always thinking of more ways to earn. How to earn more. When you know how to earn more, you are financially literate. Number 2, apart from earning more, you have to learn how to spend wisely. You are financially literate when you can spend creatively. What do I mean by that? Anytime you want to make a purchase, whatever it is you want to buy a new set of clothes, you need a new phone, or you need to buy food, any kind of purchase whatsoever, make sure you use your creativity and ask yourself, is this the only way that I can acquire this thing? Must I pay money for it? I saw a post the other day on Instagram, a person who does videos for a living. He's a videographer. And he put up a post and said, if you want me to make a video for you, but you can't afford to pay with cash, tell me how you can pay me for my services, and I will make that video for you. And I thought, this is someone who understands creative spending. He realizes that you don't always have to pay money to get the services you require. Sometimes relationships can help you acquire things. Sometimes knowing the right person at the right time can help you get things without necessarily paying. I'm not saying doing illegal things, but I'm saying don't always be in a hurry to spend. Ask yourself, this thing I want to get, can I get it without necessarily spending? So if you can earn more and you can spend creatively, you're financially literate. But remember 5 things. So the third thing is saving smartly. Saving smartly. Saving smartly. You see, there is something called inflation. And inflation is simply when the price of goods and services keeps rising. One of the things you realize is if you save and you don't save in a smart way, you end up losing what you save to inflation. Apart from inflation, if you save in Naira, you will find out that the value of your savings gets eroded over time. What do I mean? As at this time last year, well, around March, April, $1 was 360 or 65 Naira. Meaning if you had 36,500 Naira in your savings, right, it could buy you $100. Now, imagine you took that 36,500 and you went to a malam that does bureau de change and you exchange your 36,500 for $100. So Mr. A exchanged his 36,500 for $100 and he put it in his domiciliary account, or he put it in an envelope safely somewhere secure in a safe. And then Mr. B did not convert his 36,500 to dollars, rather he saved in dollars. As of today, $1 is roughly 485 to 490 Naira. And if you are using USD Tether, crypto dollars, it is about 502, 520, in some places as high as 700, depending. So, but let's use physical dollars. That means that Mr. B that changed his 36,500 to $100, if he takes his $100 back to the malam that changed it, they will give him 49,000 Naira. Remember, Mr. A did not change his own, so Mr. A is still left with 36,500, whereas Mr. B now has 49,000 Naira. 2 of them saved, but they didn't. One saved smartly by saving in dollars, saving in a currency that appreciates faster than the Nigerian Naira and appreciates faster than inflation. This is what I mean when I say save smartly. Then the 4th thing, number 1, earn more. Number 2, spend creatively. Number 3, save smarter. Number 4, and this is a controversial topic or a controversial point, borrow wisely. Now, some people, especially if you have the Christian faith, may say you are not supposed to borrow, and it's true. I'm a believer and the Bible says the borrower is slave to the lender. But I always say this, the issue is not borrowing, the issue is enslavement. When you borrow in a way and a manner that makes you a slave to the lender, then you are not borrowing wisely. This point I won't dwell on it because it doesn't apply to you, but please never borrow for consumption. You should only borrow when you are sure that the purpose of the funds will be used in a smart manner. Never borrow to trade forex. I need to say this, young people. Never borrow to invest in crypto. Never borrow to put money in a business you know nothing about. No, you will most likely end up in trouble. But we do know that credit system has created wealth, and it may be a tool, especially if you're in the business, a kind of business that requires purchase of equipment, so you can use the money to purchase equipment that is generating cash flow for you. You may borrow money, for example, to buy a keke napep and put it on the road and be paying back from the money the napep generates daily. This is what I mean when I say borrow wisely. And then lastly, invest actively. So a financially literate person is someone who, number 1, earns more, spends creatively, saves smartly, borrows wisely, and invests actively. If you can increase your ability to earn, spend, save, borrow, and invest, then you are financially literate. Now, this being said, let me touch on yet another concept that will help you. As a young person looking to become financially fit, what do I think you should focus on? If I were your age again, what are the things that I would be doing? Well, there are basically three skills, 1, 2, 3, that if as a young person you master, they will change your finances forever. They will help you hack your way to financial freedom and financial fitness faster. Please listen attentively. The first skill, and you need to write this down, is what I call technical skill. If you are in Generation Z, it is absolutely important that you acquire technical skill. What do I mean by technical skill? Technical skill is not knowledge, but knowledge can give you technical skill. Technical skill is not certificates, but certification can verify that you are technically skilled. A technical skill is simply any skill you possess that solves a very specific, painful problem for a very specific person. Listen to me, you can know something and be unable to do anything with your knowledge. So you can be knowledgeable without being skilled. Knowing how to barb hair is a technical skill. It's not a complex technical skill. It's not a unique technical skill. And it's an easily replaceable technical skill, but it is still a technical skill. Why? It solves the problem of grooming and appearance. Knowing how to sew clothes is a technical skill. So as a young person, you have to ask yourself, how many technical skills do you possess? If you know how to cook delicious meals, it's a technical skill. But as a young person, your technical skills should be more along the lines of technology, because this is a technology-driven generation. If you know how to code, that's technical skill. If you understand blockchain technology, that is technical skill. Any skill you possess that solves a problem for a person is a technical skill. If you know how to make people laugh and you are into comedy, it's a technical skill. So look at the problems around you. Look at the problems in your immediate community and ask yourself, which one of these problems can you train yourself to solve? Gain mastery in technical skill acquisition, and you will become prosperous. The more technical skills you have, the harder those technical skills are to acquire. The more irreplaceable those technical skills are, the more indispensable those technical skills are, the richer you will be. So turn to the person next to you and say, what technical skills do you have? Forget certificates, get technical skills. When you get a technical skill and you now get a certificate, then it is worth it. You are employable, you are hireable to the degree that you have relevant, highly complex technical skills. All right? The second skill you need to master, apart from technical skill, is persuasion skill. So technical skill is a problem-solving skill. Persuasion skill is the capacity to use words, either spoken or written, to compel people to think and act in a specific way. Listen to me. Persuasion skill is the capacity, the ability to compel people using words to think and act in a specific way. You have to learn how to persuade people to buy from you. Sales skills are so valuable in this generation. Many people run away from sales, many people run away from marketing roles, but the money is in the ability to sell. Remember, money goes when you buy, but it comes when you sell. If you learn how to convince people to buy from you, you will make money. I give the example again of a technical skill such as cooking. Imagine that I know how to cook very well, and I'm a gifted cook, a gifted chef. I will never be broke in my life as long as there are hungry people on earth. But imagine that apart from knowing how to cook, I took it a step further and added persuasion skill, sales skill to my technical skill of cooking. so that I can look at you and say, have you tasted my meals before? My cooking is healthy. I cook low-fat meals with ingredients that are very healthy and organic. If you eat my food, you will enjoy the experience without putting your health at risk. I have added persuasion skills to my technical skill. Young people, learn copywriting, learn public speaking, learn the power of storytelling and effective communication. Use it to persuade people. So the first skill is technical skill, aka problem solving skill. The second skill is persuasion skill, aka sales skill. The last skill you need to master if you will ever be financially free is investment skill. Listen to me, young people. Learn how to grow money with money. When you have technical skill, you will have cash flow. When you add persuasion skill to your technical skill, you will be able to charge higher because you can compel people to take action. When you add investment skill to your persuasion and sales skills and your technical skill, you will be able to use the income that you make from selling your technical skill and put it into a financial market and make money with money. Listen to me. It's not enough to know how to sell. It's not enough to know how to solve problems. You must know what to do with money. Listen to me, young people. Pick one financial market. Pick one investment vehicle and master it. For some of you, you may choose to use agricultural commodities to grow your income. I know some people who purchase maize on commodity exchanges, like there are a couple of commodity exchanges in the country. Some people buy onions, bags of onions, and they store it. And when onion prices rise, they sell it back. They are basically investing. They are growing their money using the commodity markets. For others, they use crypto, the cryptocurrency market, to grow their income. For some people, they use forex to grow their income. But listen to me, you must understand the markets that you are in. When it comes to investment skill, you must know what to invest in and why. Oh, they said we should put our money in this scheme. Why? It's important to know why. Oh, they say it's paying. So what? How are they making the money they are paying you with? So investing is not about blindly putting money in a financial vehicle. No. The first investment you make is an investment in knowledge. You invest in your head to understand that vehicle. And then when you understand that vehicle, you now put money into that investment vehicle. Investing is risky, but trust me, the wealthiest people on earth grow their wealth using investments. And there are different kinds of investments. Thank God Tommy Balogun is here. Thank God Kalu Aja is also here. I am more into forex, stocks, and cryptos as a day trader, and that is that's a lot more risky. But I started in my undergraduate years, and I started with very small amounts that I could afford to lose, and I spent a lot of money on trading. So I wouldn't immediately recommend a high risk vehicle. There are less risky markets and investment vehicles to gain mastery. But whatever you are gaining, whatever financial market or financial vehicle you are gaining mastery in, make sure that you can invest as much as 100 million naira or $200,000 in that investment vehicle, and it has the capacity to accommodate it. I didn't say go and borrow money. No, I'm saying one day your technical skill will make you a lot of money. One day your sales skill will make you a lot of money, and you will have a lot of savings. So you have to choose an investment vehicle that has the capacity to accommodate your wealth. Do you understand? Stay away from scams. Stay away from investments you don't understand. Talk to those who have gone ahead about investments. Don't throw your money away in the name of investments, but ensure you pick an investment vehicle that can accommodate conveniently as much as 100 million, and that can do 100% in 1 year. I know it sounds a bit high, but it is possible if you gain mastery. Real estate is an investment vehicle, agricultural commodities, stocks, private equity, cryptocurrency. There are so many investment vehicles that you can gain mastery, learn how they operate, and then based on what you have learned, invest in them. So, technical skill, sales skill, and investing skill. Money goes when you buy, comes when you sell, and grows when you invest. 5 abilities that prove that you are financially literate. The ability to earn more, to spend creatively, to save defensively, to borrow wisely, and to invest actively. I hope you have been able to learn something. Feel free to ask your questions. And thanks once again. Cheers and God bless, guys.